Now the queen. This one, they did an open dancing, and I think the last event I went to, or maybe a few events ago, they've done this in open dancing. And I just love it, and I finally learned it. And because I finally learned it, I wanted to share it with you guys. The queen, it's a 32 count, 2-wall improver dance, okay? And I am totally gonna butcher their names. These are all French choreographers. Of course, we know Guillaume Richard. And then we have Remy Lemaire and Gitan Bachary. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know French. The music is Tilted, which is by Christine and the Queens. And apparently the original step sheet is in French and there's not a direct translation. Just they wrote this from watching the video. So I have a little modification, I guess, to make from the step sheet. But I'll make that clear when I get there. There are no tags, no restarts. All right, so that's the benefit of this. But the rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you. The rhythm is gonna get you. Okay, I'm gonna bring this back here in case I need to look at it. This is my first teach of the queen, you guys, and I just learned it on Saturday on open dancing. So, starting with our right foot, we're gonna do kick, out, then step that right foot in, step, I almost cross over, but you wanna step forward, scuff, toe. All right? That's all important. Kick, out, and step, scuff, toe. Then we're gonna do a heel, kick, and a mambo turn. Ooh, that's a lot, huh? That's a lot. I'm gonna break it down and we're gonna take our time with it. 1 and 2. Then you bring it in, and 3 and 4. Scuff toe. Heel, 5 and kick 6. Mambo back on the 7. Recover, quarter back on the 8. Okay, that's all our first 8 count, right? You know, you're gonna find me as a choreographer, I do like a lot of turns and I do like fancy footwork. Typically, if a dance has a lot of fancy footwork, I don't want it to have a lot of turns. If a dance has a lot of turns, I don't want it to have a lot of fancy footwork. You want to enjoy the dance too. So this one is not a turner, but there's a lot of fancy footwork, which I kind of love. I think it's my tap dancing background. So, ready? We go 1 and 2. Bring it in. And 3 and 4. You want to hit that toe on the 4. Then you have your little triple here on the corner. 5 and 6. Mambo, 7 and 8. All right? Let's do it. Ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, a 5 and 6, a 7 and 8. Yeah, one more time for me. Actually, I'm going to turn it around to the 6 o'clock. You can turn around if you want, or you can face the screen, mirror image me. Ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, a heel, kick, a mambo back. Yeah, one more time facing this way. Ready, and a kick, out, and together, stop, toe, a heel, kick, a mambo turn. Now that turn is going to carry your momentum backwards. You're going to do a coaster step, coaster on the left. You're facing the sidewall here. Then you're going to do a hip bump square to the back. Hip bump square. That brings your weight to that right foot. Okay? So those counts on that, you just went back on the 8. You coaster 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Hip bump square up. 3 and 4. Yeah, your weight is on your right on your 4 and you're facing your 6 o'clock wall. I'm stopping here because I'm going to turn around. So let's just do all of that from the top and then we'll go through the next part of steps. Ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, a heel, kick, a mambo coaster, 1 and 2, a 3 and 4. Yeah, okay, you should be on the 6 o'clock, but I'm going to turn it around. 3 and 4. You're going to do this is where the step sheet differs a little English and French. The French is a sailor, walk, step, step. On the English step sheet, you'll see sailor, step, sailor, step. I'm teaching it kind of more like the French because I think it's easier. So you have your sailor, step, then lock, step, step, lock, step, step. And I'm continuing in this diagonal on that lock, step, step. Okay, which should be really your 430 because I'm really facing you guys right now. Okay? So that last bit, you did the hip bump down. You do sailor, step, lock, step, step. And I'm going to go over counts on that last 8. Okay, so that last 8, we're about to do the left coaster. We go coaster 1 and 2. We hip bump 3 and 4. We lock step 5 and 6. We lock step and 7, step through 8. So you really have to think about counts in this dance. Once you get the rhythm built in, your feet will be able to follow, but you really have to think about counts. All right, so that's half the dance. Let's do it from the top. Don't be alarmed on that part. I'm going to be coming towards you, but I'll do it to both walls. So from the top, 2 8s. Ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and toe. A heel, heel kick. A mambo coaster, 1 and 2. Hip square it up. Sailor 5 and 6. Lock, step, step. Okay, I'm going to do it towards you now. Ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A 5 and 6. A 7 and coaster, 1 and 2. Square it up. Sailor step. Lock, step, step. All right, so from this lock, step, step, we're going to do a pivot turn. 2 counts. 1, stepping through on the left, turn 2 weights on my right. Triple turn around, so half turn triple, still on this diagonal with the left. Triple turn. Then I'm going to do a step ball point, or ball cross point. Ball cross point. Sailor step, sailor step. That's our next 8. So we had our sailor step, lock, step, step to this corner. We pivot 1, turn 2, triple 3 and 4, and 5.6, sailor 7 and 8. Okay, I'm going to run through it a couple more times and then I'm going to come see questions. So if you need me to go through any particular part, I don't know why I don't see everybody's comments live, so bear with me. If I can't answer it, I will answer it eventually, maybe after the fact. But I'm going to come check comments if you have questions. Okay, so let's just go from that last part. We did our lock, step, step. We do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the tricky part here is after you do your turnaround triple turn, you have to cross quickly, right, cross, left over, and 5.6, and then a normal sailor step 7 and 8. Let's do all of it from the top with counts. Now I will come this way, but then I'll do it both walls, okay? From the top, ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, a 5 and 6, a 7 and coaster, 1 and 2, bump 3 and 4, 5 and 6, lock, step, 8, a 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8. All right, that was this way. I'm going to do it this way. Ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, heel 5, kick 6, 7 and coaster, 1 and 2, square it up, and 4, a sailor step, lock, step, step, a 1, 2, triple 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, we only have 1 8 count left to go. We're really doing well on this dance. On this part, I did teach it as the French interpretation of the sailor step, lock, step, step. Now, you will see some English videos that will just do that as a double sailor. But to me, that is not learning it correctly because it's taking you to the wrong diagonal and will mess you up on the next part. So, if you have your sailor step and sailor step, then you have to do your pivot turn to this original diagonal. So even though it's harder to learn it or remember it by going sailor, step, lock, step, step, in the long run, if you learn it that way, then you'll get it right because you're directionally will be on the right diagonal as opposed to having to modify the diagonal that you're on. Okay, so let's go through it again. From the top, we'll do both walls and then we'll add on the last 8. Ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3, stuff toe, a heel, heel kick, a mambo back, coaster step, square it up, a sailor step, lock step, step, pivot, turn, triple turn, ball cross, point, sailor step. Okay, I'm going to do it this way, and then we'll finish it up. Ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, a heel, heel kick, a mambo back, coaster step, square it up, a sailor step, lock, step, pivot, turn, triple step, ball step, sailor step. Okay, so we just did a sailor. We're going to do a second sailor on our left that starts off the next 8. So left sailor, pivot, turn, triple half turn, coaster step. I know I went through that really quickly, but it's the easiest 8 count because you just had a right sailor on 7 and 8. So then you have 1 and 2, pivot 3, 4, triple half turn on the right, 5 and 6, coaster on the left, 7 and 8. And then you're ready to start again. Yeah? Okay. Last 8 again. You had your sailor on the 7 and 8, prior 8 count. Ready, and a 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay, I'll do it this way. We had our sailor on the 7 and 8 on the right. Ready, and a 1 and 2, pivot 3, 4, triple 5 and 6, coaster 7 and 8. All right, let's take it all from the top. Both walls, we'll take them slow. Ready, and a kick, out, out, and step, scuff, toe. A heel, heel, kick, a mambo turn. Coaster step, hip bump, square it up, sailor step, lock step, step, pivot, turn, triple half turn, ball cross, point, sailor step, left sailor, pivot, a half, triple half turn, coaster step. Back wall, ready, and a 1, out, out, and step, scuff, toe. A heel, heel, kick, a mambo back, coaster 1 and 2, squared up, and 4, a 5 and 6, lock, step, step. 1, 2, triple 3 and 4 and 5, point 6, sailor 7 and 8, sailor 1 and 2, pivot 3, 4, triple 5 and 6, coaster 7 and 8. No tags, no restarts. Let's try 2 walls straight through, fast, because the music is quite a bit faster, and then we'll put it to the music. Y'all are doing awesome. Okay, ready, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, a 5 and 6, a 7 and coaster, 1 and 2, square it up, sailor, 5 and 6, lock step, step, pivot 1, 2, triple 3 and 4 and 5, 6, sailor 7 and 8, sailor 1 and 2, pivot 3, 4, triple 5 and 6, coaster, start again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, a mambo back, coaster step, square it up, step and lock, step, pivot, turn, triple step and cross, point, sailor step, pivot half turn, triple turn, coaster step, start again. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, heel, heel, kick, mambo back, coaster step, square it up, sailor step, lock step, step, pivot, turn, triple step and cross, point, sailor step, pivot, turn, triple half turn, coaster, back wall. walk, cross, point, sailor. Sailor, pivot, half turn, triple, and coaster. Here we go, finish strong. Woo! That is quickly becoming one of my favorites because it's just, they're so delicate, but it's hitting the accents so perfectly.